Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, people. Top of the morning to you. It's your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. How y'all doing, babies? How y'all feeling today? Guess what, y'all? Today, guess what? It ain't gonna be no rain. That's what the weatherman said. It is no showers in the forecast for today. So today will be a beautiful dry day, honey, where the sun will come out and shine and shining and popping. That's why I'm excited today because I can get some good rays of sun on my face, a little bit on my face, but not too much because girl like me can't stand the heat. Got to get back inside the house, but no storms today. But there's always shades of blue. There's always going to be some shades of blue. somewhere, I always got to say the Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Yes, honey. Shades of Blue. I know y'all probably say, well, where did the story where Blue come from? Well, a Blue has always been like an imaginary person or imaginary friend growing up in childhood days, right? That's where the character Blue comes from. I guess it's your alter ego when you talk about being a child. But The Shades of Blue is a book, but it's written in the mindset of a child. When you're reading the book, imagine the narrator of the book being a child, 5 or 6 year old child, just telling you the story and everything that's going on. It's one of those pieces that grow with you. One of them feel good coming of age books, if they wanted to say, or like a period piece, because it does come to age with you. And I always tell people that it's a good piece of book. And a couple of people, they tell me, they say, oh, it was good. Stories tickled them. It made them mad. It made them happy. And these are people who said they read the book a couple of times. So anytime a book is worthy of being read more than once, that's a good piece of literature, because some books you can read it and put it down. And some books you like, oh, let me read that again. Because, every chapter tells a story or to get a deeper meaning of what's going on in this character's life. So I would like to encourage everybody out there to get Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Look, I'm getting ready for the book forum that's coming on August the 24th. I'll be out there with some other people, established authors and everything, and throwing my hat in the ring as well. But there's a whole bunch of other books that I want to bring out, or hopefully be able to produce one day for you all, of the stories. I remember I've been writing stories since I was a little girl, winning essay contests, winning all kinds of creative writing contests and stuff, because my little brain was always creating something, going crazy, doing some stuff. So that's why I urge everybody to cop Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. You'll like it. And also to get some good CMOS in your life from my homeboy, Molly Moss CMOS. Not because it's my homeboy, but because it's the actual good product. There's a lot of homeboys that have products that's not good, whether it's shea butter, CMOS, clothing, socks, or whatever. But when I can put my stamp and my seal of approval on it, it would be something that I'm already tested, tried, and blue and uses. For example, like Karen's Essential Oil, Karen Creation, Karen Essentials, that's what it's called. I gotta get my thing. That's my shea butter, baby, all day long. But not only that, she's my soap lady. She's the shower lady. She does a plethora of things. Karen's Essentials. Look her up online. Check out her website. Google. She's based out of Baltimore. And yes, you order today, and you get if your order is so much, you get free delivery and all of that stuff. Look her up. Karen's Essentials. Karen with a K. Yes. For all of your body essential needs. And it makes you feel soft and silky and all of that good stuff inside. Yes, indeed, honey. So I would advise you to get Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. I would advise you to get some Molly Moss CMOS for your health needs inside the body, and Karen's Essentials for outside the body. So you got your mental, your physical, and your metaphysical all tied up there. The trifecta. Poof. Or like some people would say, that the Trinity. Trinity just means 1, 2, 3. So boom, boom, boom. Boo, boo, boo. And you got it. And today is Soul Tell Thursdays. So this is the day that we tell stories to give you, oh, I didn't know that. Or really for real. So we don't know what we got in the hodgepodge today. But I do know we got a couple of good videos to share that teach you that one of those, did you know this? Where this was that came from? I love those kind of videos. Well, let me say good morning to my producers. Good morning, my super producer Molly Moore and Trey Dollar Sign in the house. Grand Rising. Whoa.
What's up, Slim?
Grand Rising. Grand
What
What's
Rising.
up,
up,
Lee?
Alan? What's top of the morning?
What up, Al?
There you go.
Who else we got in here? You in here? Please like, share, subscribe. You watching on YouTube? Al said you need an audio book, Riri. That's
I
available,
got
right?
an audio. Tell him, let him know I got an audio.
Damn, he right
He
there. Talk to him. You
Where
talking
he
about him?
at?
Not on the
in the
panel. I'm just
comments.
talking about he listening.
Yeah.
He ain't
Oh,
on the phone. He said, "Tell him I
oh,
got an audio book." Damn, he right
I
there.
got one for you. Look, it comes in that book. Shades of Blue is out on all platforms in all ways now.
That's fine.
The only thing it ain't out is in Braille. Okay, but it's on audio, digital. You got your hardback, you got your softback, and it's anywhere where books are sold. You can order it from Amazon Digital, of course. If you are one of those product Amazon Prime, you get your free digital trial, and the book to listen to is free. If you got Amazon Prime.
Who else is it? It's Walmart, Books a Million, and stuff too. I think.
Walmart, Books
You
a
know your other
Million,
places.
Barnes and Nobles, anywhere where they sell books, but some other places that I ain't even heard on Caribou Books. I ain't
All
even
right.
never heard of them. And online is a lot of places. Yep. So
Okay.
yepper skipper. You can cross the T's
He
and
said, "Now he know." So now I know, cuzzo.
let me let you know. But when you get the audio, it's 5 hours of audio listening. But if you read the book, it's like 2 or 3 hours, depending on how fast you read. So that's what 189 pages translated to 5 hours. That's if you driving somewhere or on a plane and you got to listen to something, listen to the stories, it's like that. But
Mm-hmm.
next thing coming up is the video. Well, actually, I'm gonna do a play. I'm gonna do a movie. I'm gonna do all this stuff. So the right people got to see it and read it. So they will. To the universe, may the right folks see it and read it and take it where it needs to be. So
I'll give you that.
put that,
I'll
put
give you
that
that.
out. So Tyler
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, I want to do a movie. 50 Cent going like, no, I want to do a movie. They're gonna be fighting over me. They're gonna be
Oh
yes.
yeah, he said he need that book signed. Oh, how I get mine signed first? Maybe because I was at the I was maybe because of my setup, but nah, how I get my joint signed years ago first. Hell, I should flex on you, but I ain't gonna show you
you,
my signed
look,
copy. I'm gonna just let you get yours first.
you get your sign when you see me when I come to your town, either with the books or with the comedy. Then that's when you run up to me, be like, Queen, sign my book.
Mhm.
Oh, you you say, Cuzzo, sign the book.
Uh-huh.
And I have to put something in this special. Uh,
Mhm.
so everybody get a difference, not just a boom. Yeah, I do got a signature pen though, one of those that got a lot of people in the White House in trouble with them signature pens.
Yeah,
I
I
do
feel
have
you
a
on
little
that too.
stamp, put the stamp on it, boop boop boop, mass stamping and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd rather listen to it while I'm in the kitchen working. Hell yeah, I can be cleaning up, organizing shit. The shit I don't feel like doing, I could
yeah,
be listening to the audiobook and stuff while I'm doing that.
yeah, that's right, that's right. And then it's funny because when you listen to the second audio book, you may be in the kitchen dropping some stuff because you may be like, wait a minute, I remember that. You like, is that a story or is
Mm.
that real? So
Well, when we get to that point, I got some visual ideas that's been floating around for certain little things around, like around Shades of Blue in the morning show and stuff. So when we get to that point, I'll mention those things. I'd love to see some more stuff come out of it in terms of promotion.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Definitely. And you know what? Shades the Blue by AM Warning. My cousin Alan, Gambino Graphics, uh, he did
Mm-hmm.
my cups and my mugs. Like when I talk to you about Shades of Blue, this is him. He did
Mm-hmm.
this for me. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see that design?
Mm-hmm.
That's me, the sister, and in her hand she reading a book. What book she reading? Can y'all see that?
I can. Can you see it? Cause I can. It look like Shades of Blue to me.
I want to bring it up to close.
That's actually dope to have the digital book like that on there. I wonder how the hell you did that. Because it looked like the book got like it's actually open, like bent and stuff
It
too. Like
is.
okay.
He did. I digitally did that. We took the picture of the book. I opened the book, took the picture, and voila, magic.
Yeah.
It
Because
made
I
me
can see the
beautiful.
shadow in the back of it. It looked like an open folded. Like I can see the texture of it moving and
It is.
being
It's an
curved and
open book.
everything. Uh huh.
It's a real
That's
open
dope.
book. So and how did it, and
Well,
he
get
know.
stocked up so you can push that shit when it's time for these shows. Get stocked
But
up, have that stuff. 'Cause I don't want to hear. Don't tell me about it. And you ain't stocked up for us to be able to sell that shit when we get down where we going. So, all right.
so
Sow
that's
the
my
seeds now.
Shades of Blue by AM Morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So until Thursday, oh man, I can't wait for the wedding to I'll be going to my cousin's wedding in August the 30th. So I'll be probably doing a road trip for that Freaky Friday. But then I want to get a chance to interview some of the people that uh, makes the show great. Some of the people that watches the show, and they tell me they watch. So I might be on the road doing that as well. Once I get down to cameos and all that good stuff, and everywhere, because a lot of people tune in that I didn't even. Well, I did know they said they tune in later because they watch it when they get off of work or they listen
Yeah.
to it
I
and
do
they
have a
call
few
when they get
friends
off
like that.
of
Yeah.
work.
We'll talk about it later and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they do, and they were like some of the topics, and they was like, I saw that yesterday. Like one of my girlfriends, she said, I saw that yesterday. You talking about what she heard it because she
Yeah.
can't watch it, so she heard it. She said, you talking about Trayon White? No, but he need to be back in the government. She said, if we had a president with 34 felons, why can't Trayon get back in there? I said, that's what I was saying. I'm all in, and she was a supporter of Trayon, and I'm all in support of Trayon and everything too. I'm in support of anybody that care about the people, and you should be too. Out there, a lot of people like, I don't care one way or another. We don't care until it start affect us. Like before, I would say I don't care one way or another, but then when your benefits, because what I worked for all my life, they get ready to cut that. I don't get SSI. I'm disabled. I get my retirement, and they're talking about cutting uh, benefits and stuff. And I'm like this, like wow, because I don't get any help from the state or nothing. That's nobody's business, but I don't get any help from the state. I got to pay my own bills. Medicare only pay but so much. Is what I was saying before. These bills like are so outrageous. If you know, and you agree to accept the assignment, right? You shouldn't balance bill a patient. And balance billing meaning if you agree to accept what the insurance covers, take all of that instead of trying to bill the a patient for the remaining part that the insurance don't cover. Like for instance, Medicare is federal along the board only covers 80%. That's a big chunk, 80%, but
Hell yeah.
20%, at least 20% on the patient. And if you have to get something serious, or if you're going in for something serious, you could go into the poorhouse quick and fast trying to cover that other 20%. Some people say, forget it. I don't pay bills. I don't pay whatever they don't get from insurance they don't get. But I'm not like that. I try to stay on top and pay bills. And the way it's going, because just for example, eye injections, I'm getting $1,300 a month bill. $1,300 a month bill, and this is after insurance pays that. And I'm gonna go to my grave over bills. But people say, "Oh, forget them bills, forget the medical bills and stuff." If I want to continue my service and everything, so I'm on a slow payment plan. But I feel as though some way that they should eat that cost, eat that other. Because first of all, your prices are way high, and then to get the pharmaceutical companies to help you pay for whatever. But I don't think that the patient, because we got enough to worry about trying to heal without saying, if I don't have the money, I gotta go to the doctor. If I don't have the money, I mean, what's more important, the money or saving people lives, or doing what you are tasked to do as physicians? I know all these doctors like, yeah, I want to get paid. I want to get paid. Y'all doctors, most of y'all do pretty okay where you could afford to give charity to some of your patients that need it. Some people coming in and wop. Okay, I got it. No problem. Pay that amount. But there's some people need a little bit of tender love and care. They may not be as fortunate or be in a position where they could pay $1,300 a month for an eye injection. So show them some grace and some mercy, because it's not like they gonna stop coming to you, especially when you got it fixed and set up that they gotta come to you every month. That's the part that gives me. They got it set up where you got a returning patient. But what happens if I say you screw all of that? I may lose my eyesight, but other than that, it gets so frustrating. Not frustrated. I get frustrated.
What's up, child?
Frustrating with the doctor's office and stuff, the bills, and some doctor's office agree and don't balance bill. I find out if they agree, they're not supposed to balance bill you, but they do it anyway. They was like, oh, you got to remain in balance. Nope, that's the balance you guys supposed to write off.
Child says, top of the morning, y'all. Hope everyone is well this morning. What's good, child? I think everybody is all right. Reese on here trying to figure out some things, trying to decipher some shit. But, it seems like for the most part, everybody's still all right. Alan said the whole system is so scary, it's actually sad nowadays. How the medical system, black males, you two be healthy. That's why finding natural solutions is necessary. Hold on, I'm scary. Actually sad. How the medical system, black males, you two be healthy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm staying away from all of that stuff. Um, unless there's something to draw my ass in, and I'm just all of a sudden sick and all that shit. Right now, I'm always been in a great bill of health. I'm gonna keep it that way as long as I can. I don't know, but I'm not fucking with a lot of that. A lot of this food out here, a lot of this poison, these doctors. I feel for those that are attached to it, but I'm not fucking with it.
yeah.
Never get sick. I don't get sick. I'm not about to
Yeah,
start. I'm not fucking with it.
it's
That's
skirm.
why I'm eating watermelon for my eyes and everything, because it's not like going to the other doctor. This is the eye doctor, and I need my
Yeah.
sight. So they kind of, I'm in a clutch. That's why I'm
Right.
like, what they say? What y'all do? What y'all do? I'm like,
Mm.
damn. I pay too
Out here
much to
working,
try to
driving around,
see,
looking at
not to
these truck
see.
dressing play outside.
Mhm.
Oh, it's that type of weather, child. I'm fucking talking about. It's already what I ain't. What am I watching
Women,
inside? It's
y'all
like
be
80 something
careful out
already. I
there.
think it's like 80 degrees.
Women, y'all
Yeah,
be
it's that
careful out
type of
there.
weather. They out there frolicking.
They got these
Jello,
truck
nothing but
drivers.
Jello.
Got these truck drivers out there. Y'all be careful.
The orange Jello, yellow Jello, motherfucking green Jello. What color dress you got on? Is that color Jello? This color of the day. Fucking talking about.
He said, they look, them
Step
truck
out my
drivers, them
motherfucking.
lot lizards be able to, be
Oh
careful because them
yeah.
lot
Oh yeah. I
lizards.
forgot he is a truck driver. Don't. All right now.
I
Don't be
been
one of
telling
them ones.
DJ
Pick up
D
one of them joints
man,
at them.
my baby
What they call
daddy
them
out there.
joints? Them K spots, them gas stations where don't be one of those, child. Keep it tunnel
Uh-huh.
vision
And then
on the
next thing
road,
you
child.
know,
On the
look,
road.
they been done gave him something and he be going in the doctor. But I can't see. I can't
Uh,
see. Like what
yeah,
happened
sir.
on Route 66? I was up there on 67, and you ran
Uh huh.
into Rebecca. Yep.
Uh huh.
Well, talk about shaking like Jello.
Uh huh.
But
Nothing
don't
but
you
Jello out
say
here. You see what I'm saying? Uh huh.
They say
so.
curves are
Yeah,
good
it's
for
a
your.
good for eyesight too. I'm gonna get into juicing. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be buying and ordering shit like right now. I'm gonna wait till what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm about to get into juicing because when I was fucking with, let me stop cussing. When I was messing with First Watch, I loved like getting into juicing, getting used to it every day, feeling like elevated, making it to the next day to work, like energy wise. Like I don't know, I want to go to juicing. I didn't realize how like sweet everything can be naturally when it's breaking down. Like juicing it versus, buying some apple juice or whatever from the store. You know what I mean? Like it just coming straight from the fruit. I didn't realize how naturally sweetened it can be without having to add shit and all that to it anyway.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
No, I have our own fuel station, so no
Oh
lack.
yeah, so you got all
Yeah.
right. You on the gas card and everything. They just go ahead.
Uh-huh. I
Uh
mean,
huh.
it's starting to
They
get
be
good.
frolicking over there.
Yeah.
Just
Stay
over there
anywhere with the
looking.
gas is.
Give me a truck. I'm gonna be a truck driver,
They
man.
say he ain't got no
The
limit
truck
on his
driver.
gas. Let me go over there.
Weather. Hey, niggas, be careful. Nice weather bring out bad people.
This is the weather that
You're
bring out the
already
niggas.
out.
Be careful. Nice weather bring out bad. Hell yeah.
They out
Niggas
all
don't know how
year.
to act in heat, especially when they off a bean or they off the motherfucking, they off the water or something like that around this joint. So when the sun come out, I stay my ass where in the shades, in the shade.
Right
I'm not
Watching
outside.
out
the
there with the
watching from the
niggas
sun.
until the sun go down. Cause somebody doing something they ain't supposed to do.
Yeah,
Look, the
So
everybody.
sun. Look, they want to come out too. Bad
Yeah,
people be like, oh, it's not raining. Let me go out there. Let me sit. Let me try to trick a lick. Try to hit a lick.
I know dirty niggas that sit in the rain. Nigga, ain't no way that
Oh,
you out there like that. Like ain't no jello that motherfucking,
you said dirty people
exciting.
that sit
How
in the
your ass sitting
rain.
out the rain for what, like a dog?
yeah, rain don't stop nothing. Niggas
Hmm.
really be out here under a tree or building, waiting for it to pass. And then once it pass, they right back out there.
Niggas talking about what you scared? No, I like being under a roof. I like being in the house when it's raining. There's no reason to be outside. I'm just going in the house.
Yeah,
Niggas be
yeah,
Look,
trying to make
yeah.
you feel a way
Uh,
about going inside. Nigga, I got a house to go into. What the fuck I'm gonna do out here? No sir. Take
and
your
then
ass
exactly.
in
you
the
gotta
house.
really hold your bag when it's raining because
Take your
you
ass in the house.
bouncing your umbrella. At least you gotta be out there working and walking and trying to get to the bus stops. That was a hustle and bustle of trying to get to the bus. Everybody I knew mostly uh had to get on the bus.
I
Not
mean, if
unless
you on a mission, I'm all for it. I mean, rain ain't gonna kill you, ain't gonna fucking melt, you know.
Mhm.
But for the niggas that's just standing outside, is what I'm saying. Like you in the same outfit, you in the same outfit on the same table that I seen you at this morning when I got my ass on the bus to go to work. Why the hell are you in the same vicinity with the same outfit on? That's a full 8 hour shift, and you ain't did shit. Like, nah, bruh. Like niggas need to learn to start taking their ass inside when it ain't shit no mission. You ain't got nothing to do today. Take your ass inside, read something. Shit, read Shades of Blue. Fuck you talking about. All of that. You know what I'm talking about?
Happy
Damn
years.
dirty peeps in the rain. Niggas is man. Well, nigga, it's a lot of mental health stuff that um people find entertaining, but people are really suffering from mental health type stuff. From what I'm seeing in my streets, So that whole people sitting outside, like waiting for the plug to come through with that stuff or whatever. It's tough. It's tough. People don't have the sense to go in the house. Like you need to be there. You feel like you're gonna miss something if you don't, take your ass in the house. But I don't know. You are
had the
not who you hang
space to
around. I
go in
say
the
that.
house. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, you are not who you hang around. I say that.
Yeah, nah. What up, Rev?
What's up?
And
I ain't seen you slide through the drain a little bit. What's up?
my girl Lightwork Nikki reached out to me, man. She said she got a nice brother I should help out on a movie. Then she sent me your profile. I laughed. I said, that's my boy. That's Rev. That's Kenny. She's like, I
Uh-huh.
know y'all know each other already. Kenny, I know everybody out here, man. Baltimore, DC, VA, Maryland.
I want
Most
to see that
times
movie get out this year. For real. I can't remember what you said the goal was, Kenny, but I want to see that movie get out soon. That'll be dope. Everybody that said they got content, I want to see people shit,
I
hit
ain't
nicely by New
trying.
Year's. You know, I
My
want to see
name ain't
everybody
in the
up.
credits. I ain't trying to see it. However, we need Alan to do the cover. We need Reese to write and act in it. We need Kenny just to direct. We need Trey to get every scene right. He need to make sure everything's set up how it's supposed to be. Ain't no, star cups, Starbucks cups on the table. We recording. Kenny, you gotta
Make
let us know though. But
it happen. I'm just waiting for somebody to get the green light. I don't need no instruction. I don't need no nothing. I just want to see one of these entities take off. I got plenty of shit. There's a multitude of people that be around in these circles that got plenty of things to offer. Just off the strength. But I want to see people I want to see it manifest.
Yeah,
You know, because as you know, Alan, what I'm trying to manifest, and you help me with that. But I'm gonna talk about that at another time.
it ain't mental health. It's just dumb
Everything
people with
some
no
mental health
common
ain't
sense.
help. It's still dumb people with no common sense. Oh well, some people don't want to be better anyway. I mean, after I can't tell somebody something, but number one, I don't know everything in this world, but I'm not gonna tell you more than like 2 or 3 times. If I really fuck with you real tough, I might talk to you about something a third time. But when you see that a certain mindset or certain types of conversation isn't naturally in the air, isn't naturally in the atmosphere, um, especially if you introduce something new or foreign to a body of people that you met, and you realize that um, anything in reference to progress, building, learning, consuming anything new is shot down. You just meet people where they at, and then you realize that's the spot that you hang out at every once in a while. You don't sit there with and before you start soaking on taking that shit up. You don't want to start soaking that up. You don't want to start taking that in. So you
So
start
that's
distancing, pushing away from them people for real.
Riri. What you do when it rain? Everybody in the comments, what y'all do when it rain outside? Because over here it don't really stop too much. Like Tracy, they still outside over here. The kids outside, they running around. It don't really stop nothing unless it like thunderstorm and like hard winds or something. Other than that, if it just raining, you'll see people riding bikes, walking, still outside. They just under something until they pass by, and they still doing the normal thing. I wonder, what do y'all do when it rain outside? Riri.
Yeah.
I keep my butt in the house because I ain't trying to get sick. Because what falls from the sky it ain't good for you. It's like when that rain that come down, it ain't like the rain that we was when we was kids. When we standing in the field, open our mouth in the middle of a field
You know the
with no
song.
trees that but just getting from the sun. You can't do that nowadays because something is different in the atmosphere. Our atmosphere has changed. So I'm trying to get under shelter somewhere, or I'm staying inside until it passes. Because unbeknownst to the rest of the world, sugar melts, baby, in the water.
Well, that's good.
Dude.
It's
How
good.
you
Oh,
doing,
they go
Lisa? You right, sugar
thunderstorm.
melts, baby.
Sugar melts in the water.
Lightning just struck. There we
So
go.
the so the so the salt.
Right? No,
Well,
Rodney. I think him as thunder. When I think about Rodney character, I think of him as boom, 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 boom. I think of him as thunder. Now,
what up,
mommy,
Malik?
Man,
Summerly.
I
silent
got a
assassin.
story for y'all for a Tall Tale Tuesday, but unfortunately, I gotta wait till later to tell you because I gotta hop in a meeting
Oh
in
shoot.
in 10 minutes. But I just wanted to come in
Thursday,
here and
bro.
say what's up and
Shit, what's up?
you know,
Shit.
just hang out for a little bit before I go into this meeting on my day off, of course.
A meeting on your day off.
You
Okay.
know it.
That's the best meetings, huh? On
We'll
the
we'll,
day off.
we'll see in the
Hell
future.
Serious
no.
meetings right there. That's some serious meetings.
It's my day off. Hell no. I ain't no
Bees, don't get fat on your day off, bro.
Hey, dog, it might.
stealing boxes.
Hey, that
Don't
might. I'm not trying
You
to
might
speak it
got
into
3 more
existence,
jobs lined up.
but it might be my last meeting. We'll see how it go.
Oh
fuck you doing
wow.
stealing boxes for.
Yeah,
trying
Wow.
to trying to clear
but
them
it's
out.
all good. I'm at one with
Don't.
everything, man.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I'm
lost.
saying? I started this journey a while back. This is just another stepping stone, another part of the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's right. That's right.
Man, the
So,
Mavericks trade Luca, man. That shit ain't make sense. LA, hey, we love them. So if they gonna trade you, you they Luca. They gonna trade you to another team or let you go. That's they lost. They gotta take some hit.
nah. It ain't. They're not gonna let me go. I think I'm gonna be
I
walking
used to
away.
walk in the rain, but
Oh,
now when
that's
it
even
rains, I just
better.
turn off the TV and
The
open the
man is
window and
straight.
listen and meditate. I know that's right. I sit outside
Okay.
under the deck for real because it's sealed, so not a lot of water
Uh-huh.
or anything passes through. So I can sit under here for a while without it, and just watch the rain, 180 of rain. I'm
Yeah.
outside as much time as I can be, honestly, throughout the day.
Rodney, what
But
you do when it rains?
Take it as, and I was like you on the phone though. He said I used to walk in the rain. That's lit. A lot of people still walk in the rain though. I remember when I was young, and if it thunderstormed real hard, we had to turn everything off, unplug everything. Like we had to
Yeah.
be quiet because Lord is doing His work. Then I hear story the devil's beating his wife. I like, God
Oh
damn,
yeah, when it's raining
everybody's
and the sun is
doing
out.
something. Yeah.
That's what they be saying.
I remember my grandmother making us sit in the middle of the floor. I don't know why we got in the middle of the floor. The kids was like in the middle of the floor, and then I saw some adults standing in the doorways. And I'm like, why are we in the floor? Why y'all standing in the doorway?
I ain't never seen that shit. What do you think it was for? Was it bad
Well,
storms
it
or
was
something?
a
Hurricane,
hurricane.
hurricane.
It was back in the 70s, and we was all little. We was sitting in the floor, and the
But
storm
they all
came
be busy
through.
in my
The
work
hurricane.
days.
So I guess
That's
is
a
the
that's a
hurricane
good thing if it's
was
leveling up to something, Alan.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that
obviously.
makes you sit in the floor or get in the tub like that. It's one of them
Yeah.
storms, and the adult stood in the
You say you're
doorway.
gonna
I
have a
guess because of
cartoon
the
series.
frame, the house may blow away, but maybe the frame don't collapse or come down. I don't know why they was in the I
The
don't know.
frame is supposed to be
I
the
want to
most
be one of
secure
your
place
voice
in
actors
in the house.
if you're gonna start a cartoon series, Alan. I want to be your
It's
voice
supposed to
actor.
be the safe place, a
It's
frame.
supposed to be secure. Yeah, yeah. Like the everything else will fall in, but the frame is supposed to still stand up.
Chop
That's
out
why
saying
they.
what's up, Rodney.
But that's some old school
That's the
mythological
old
crap.
school
Yeah,
houses.
yeah.
Because the houses nowadays, the
What's
frame
up,
is the
Scout?
first one that collapsed. Like bam,
Right.
bam.
Got the
What's
whole
up,
thing
Slicky?
going down. If you ain't got no basement or nothing like that, that's
Yeah,
what
we
they
didn't have
say.
no basement.
The Morning Mac
So
Show. Phil Strickland sent a message. Um,
Okay, Phil.
okay,
Yeah,
Phil,
we talking
what's the
about
message?
On the game and chill or write some jokes. Okay.
I'm
talking
a
about the
look
old
and
school
I'm gonna
stuff.
look and
Like
vet it. I ain't just gonna read it. I'm gonna look because I ain't expect
I
that
used
thing
to
to
have to
pop
get
up.
off the phone and all that, cut the TV off when it rained, all
Yeah,
that
that's
stupid
because
crap.
electricity would come through. I seen electricity. Well, I don't know if that was electricity or what, but the TV started smoking. It was like pow.
So that's real, y'all. Did things happen back in y'all day, beach? Y'all had to cut this shit off too. When
Nah,
you,
that's what they told you to do. But we had a lightning rod connected to our house, so it always hit the lightning rod.
damn.
Oh, see, we didn't have one. We had Palmer Park. We had them fuses. Alan, tell them about we had them fuse box, the electric hitting the house, and the fuse go out and blow your TV. Whatever was plugged up, it would be boom.
What up, see no evil? Kenny say, what you say you do, Kenny? Say when it rain, I
What's
just
up,
let it
See No
rain.
Evil? I see you in
When
the
it
comments.
thunder
What's
and
up, bro?
lightning, I go
When it
inside
rains,
hide. Kenny say he go inside hide.
nah, start hiding.
Now hide and get up under the covers now and just
Back
listen
in the
to
days
it.
when I was outside, the rain was my favorite weather to spin on shit. Less people looking out the windows in the rain, everybody into the
Yeah, I remember
shows.
my
That was
neighbor's
the time
dog
to
got
get
killed.
mischievous. That was the time to make a move.
My neighbor's dog
Also
was
no
outside and got
sirens.
struck by lightning. I remember that.
Yeah, you talking about? That was when
But
they was
Oh,
building houses. Right nowadays, these houses made of cardboard. These houses be beautiful tin cans. They be beautiful Sprite cans. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
he said it killed the dog. So Rodney said the lightning killed the dog. The neighbor.
Shit.
Well, did it kill the dog or did the
oh
dog?
yeah, I killed it. Yeah.
Okay,
Damn. That's
Kill,
tough.
killed the
lightning
dog. The
strike.
dog, you know how I had, he had he had a dog house outside, but it had a puddle out there, John. I guess the lightning hit the puddle and killed the dog. It was like
That's fucked up.
a burnt a burnt spot out there where the lightning hit, and that dog was dead as can be.
God damn,
Man,
fried all through the inside. Damn.
Right.
that's tough. I had a friend on our basketball team, and you got struck by lightning while we was out of town on the tournament. I thought he died. He came back like next year and got to learn, play and stuff. But he had to like learn how to do things over. That shit was scary. Like damn.
Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the
And
show where the vibes heat up.
Oh, Phoenix. What's up?
That's good.
Morning.
Hey y'all,
Hey, baby girl.
how y'all doing?
Good.
Chilling this morning.
Everybody say his name is Dog Guy.
Rodney said his name is
Mhm.
his dog got electrocuted. Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
And the lightning
lightning,
comes from the ground, not from the
lightning,
sky.
thunder
Thunder
comes
comes from
from
the
the
sky.
sky. Hey, I heard that too. I just want to see some video. Lightning, because I seen some little lightning balls going around on the internet. People been posting. I don't know how real it is. They're like little orbs. They just
Mm.
floating around, bouncing off of stuff. So it's
A
like,
lightning ball? I never heard of that.
yeah, me neither.
I wasn't ever on this.
Until
Hey,
this,
y'all got me looking at the sky different too. I was looking at the sky today. That joint looked different. I was like, hold up.
this shit look crazy.
Did anybody see the rain when we was the thunderstorm the other day? How it looked orange outside? It looked like dust was, in the mist. Like it looked orange.
I didn't see the orange sky. I did see the green. The sky does turn green in the summer.
That was the real one.
The orange, I'm not sure about the. Or maybe that was the sun. Maybe it was coming up, beaming off or something.
Or should I say
Oh,
deep
okay.
fried
So
dog?
it's storming real bad, and then outside looked funny. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of got a little nervous. My heart was like, what kind of color is this thunderstorm? Because I'm used to seeing the gray, when it's thunderstorming and it's all dark and stuff. It was. I was like, what the world?
Yeah, the
I
sun
guess
might
it
have
does
been
happen. I
setting
haven't
because
really
that will happen.
seen a personal
When the
account.
sun set, it might have.
Maybe that will.
It might have been. I don't know, but when it stopped, it turned back to like the normal color, like it was setting in. But it was like maybe it was the sun catching it early. I don't know. But I was standing there, I was looking at it, I was like,
You said it was raining and
no,
stuff?
look, it was raining. It was the other day. It was
It might be
thunderstorming.
some type of like refraction. You know how water bends light? Light and stuff will hit water or a source like, 3-dimensional glass or something like that, and it will split it and turn it into colors and everything. So maybe I don't know.
Could have
Maybe
been.
it's
I
like
don't
what's in the
know.
atmosphere, contents in the air, like mixed with certain atmospheric pressures or something. I don't know. We can look into it
Yeah.
though.
I've seen. Anybody seen a dust storm? I've seen with my physical eyes. It's a little swirly. Like and my grandmother said, that's how tornadoes will start. But it was just like the wind was just swirling and it's swirling around the dirt and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
And she said that's how tornadoes start. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've seen it with my actual eyes. But I never thought that that's how a tornado starts, with a little swirly dirt thing.
I mean, the cold
So
draft and the humid air will start to, mix with each other, and them mixing with each other starts to create that, that storm cell that, does the spinning with the atmospheric pressure change and like the heat and humidity and like cold fronts and stuff coming together and mixing. But, that's what you see on a small scale on like, with the tornadoes
yeah, I
and
used
the
to
little
say
dust
thought
clouds
it
and
was
stuff on the ground.
spirits.
But
And
Molly
you
does have
spirits and
a
run because you see oh, there's a Hank.
Molly got a video up for y'all though.
All right,
So
let's
throw it
get
out there.
into it. All right. Molly, we ready.
Her family has been trapped for generations after emancipation, told they still owed the plantation. She only realized she wasn't legally bound to her enslavers when the hospital tried to build her employer. Even into the 1970s, owners used to debt, isolation, and threats to keep dozens of families across the South trapped for generations after chattel slavery. She escaped, but no one was prosecuted for what happened to May Louise Walls.
That's the movie Kiki Palmer did, right?
Yeah,
And
that was the spinoff they did, the movie based on that book, and that was true. The lady didn't know that they was free. The people on the plantation at work didn't know that they was free, and this was in the 70s. I mean, this is a true story from down south. I seen the interview with the original lady, and so they asked her question. She said that when she was a child, they slept in the barn, the shack. She said their father, everybody laid their head on their father because their father was like the pillar. and they just worked the fields, and they was giving food, and they was giving clothes, and I was like, wow, the news didn't travel. I don't know. The news didn't travel
That's
there.
that deep south. Again, a lot of things still going on, and a lot of course, the news not gonna report that. There's a
And this
lot
is
of
in the
things that happen.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is she in the late 70s. Imagine that. That you know, and I felt bad for the people and the kids, and there was kids um down there. You know, I'm like, wow, these group of people that didn't know nothing of the outside world.
Yeah, they have sandstorms in the desert all the time when the south and north winds collide. Yeah,
And it
it's
start
messed
out with
up.
little
None of that is true.
none of what
Uh,
is true.
I think I don't know. I don't know if Malik is referring to the video or I don't know what I was talking about. About I don't know. He can clarify. I'll see it come up in the comments. It's the black people were. That's not true because black people were never slaves. Shake my head. Well, I mean, shit. Lay some facts on the line. If you know something that other people don't know,
Well,
or
this is her story,
whatever.
Malik. You can't say her story is not true if this is her story. If
Yeah,
this
I mean,
if this is what her family did, you can't say that this isn't true because she's telling what happened in her family and her story. Whether it was indentured servitude or slaves or whatever, this is her story. So you can't say her story is a lie when it's her story. It's her life. She lived it, not you.
mhm. Yeah, I'd rather educate uh, than dismiss because I haven't had a chance to personally look up this woman. I don't know, like, what if you may have talking about Malik. I don't know what you may have looked up about her. I would like to give myself a chance to look her up before I just dismiss what she's talking about. Um, so but if you drop gems, you always do.
Shit, they
So
do that and shit. They do that for jail. What you think the jailhouse is for? They do the same thing for those in jail. So even if it's not considered slavery, they do the same thing in jail. It's the same thing.
I feel you. Let's see.
And
Says where
they
does
did have a
she
movie
gets the
named
story?
Alice.
I thought it was her
Um,
story. I thought
It
the
is her
lady in the
story.
video.
May Louise, that is her story. She lived it. This was in the 70s. It is now 2025. We didn't say it happened now. This is when she was let go, the 60s and the 70s. This is what she lived. That's why it's her story.
Yeah. So let me see.
Again, we of course need to do, we all
And
can do more
dictionary
research.
servitude
We
was
all
for
can
white
look up,
people.
look more
Only they
things
were
up.
indentured servants instead of saying slaves. They just said indentured servants. I mean, yeah, indentured servitude
That's what
is
I just
that.
said though.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, the little
Yeah,
temporary contractual agreement to repay debt, whether it be to get you over to this country or because somebody, whatever your contract was for, but that was a limited contract that
yeah,
said that you will repay your debts by which is not chattel slavery, but I don't understand.
yeah. Cause I
Um,
seen on centers they did that. Like they was working, and then you see they had time to go to the juke spot. They drinking, they
oh, that was
partying.
sharecropping.
Yeah, but they were slaves. It was a lot of slave move. You see, they partying or stuff, but they got used the money that they getting from off their property that they working on. That's what God kept them stuck. But for somebody to be able to get paid something, they was working. It's like somebody working at McDonald's now. And 100 years from now, they say, well, McDonald's had slaves. Yeah, them motherfuckers used to work the drive-through. They had the black. So I see what they saying. So if you telling the story as if we were slaves, then it ain't true. Man, you just telling a story that you work hard and they, hard labor.
They
Then
didn't pay that lady. They
they
didn't pay
call
the
hard
people
labor
that farm.
slavery. So I
But
don't really know too much of their story. They say Harriet Tubman did this, Rosa Parks did this. Until I hear these people tell their story out their mouth overnight, and they not government officials, like they don't work for the government or under the government, then it's believable. But a lot of these stuff, I do think it was made up, but I think a lot of people can motivate themselves from it. Like they can say, okay, this what we came from. I ain't going like that. They can find some positive out of it, but it still be hard to believe every time they telling us about a black person is how they was slave and how they was mistreated. What about the ones that was treated right? What about the ones that wasn't slaves or never became a slave? I want to hear their stories. There's always stories about us being mistreated by white people and beat up or fucked up.
Yeah.
Never a time when we talk about Black Wall Street, how things was there, how was we striving there. And a lot of people don't
Yeah.
talk about it. They just talk about when it was blown up. But let's talk about the times 3-4 years into that, what they was doing, how it was like there. What was they doing at the barber shops and stuff? What was they doing with these businesses? We don't talk about. We just talk about. There's always some one or two people that was fighting against the whole government by themselves, and they were treated badly, but eventually they got past it. It's like, all right, I heard 100 of these stories. What about the other people who ain't go through this?
This ain't a
Because,
story like that, Molly. This
right.
story is about a group of people that was still working on the plantation in the late 70s, all the way up
Yeah.
in the 70s, that didn't even know that
Don't
they
it
were
sound like
enslaved.
Juneteenth? Don't it sound like the same story? People came back from the war. They didn't even know they were slaves. Why we always don't know we something? You know, this
This
shit
was 40
crazy.
years ago, 70s,
Exactly.
was
40 years ago, everybody should have known you
50
wasn't a
years
slave
ago.
no more. So do we call these people ignorant, stupid, retarded, or do we just say, oh, they was misfortunate, they didn't
No,
know?
they were what the thing
Retarded.
is, if they were working off or they from their family, the thing was that they were paying off, working off a loan. This is what it was. We cannot assume if you did not read or go into the story. This is what it's about. And there's nothing wrong with talking about the great things that we had before the it was snatched or burnt down or bombed or whatever. We can bring those stories up, just bring them up. That's all we have
Yeah.
to do.
But
We don't
I
have to
just never
complain. Just
seen
bring it up.
slaves get loans. Like you, me, and us can't go in there and get a loan. But y'all telling me that slaves back then, this lady was a slave and got a loan for a lot of money.
No, not her. It wasn't her.
Anybody.
It
So
was
who
her
got the money?
family beforehand. This is what it is. That's what the misinterpretation is.
Money
This is what the
making that.
confusion is. It's a lot of things that happened to the great grandparents or the grandparents or whatever who did not have access to being able to read. That's how a lot of the land was stolen. That's how a lot of the contracts were made. Even if we were not slaves, there were a lot of confusion and uh, uh, conniving things that happened because of the communication block. Not a lot of people could read. There was a lot of things, even to this day, that are put in contracts that you can get caught up if you do not take the time to read or have a lawyer present with you. This is how a lot of these things occur. So it's not saying that she took out a loan. No, she. What the story is, the story was that they had a loan that they had to pay this family back, and her family had to work this shit off. And so they didn't realize that they did not have to continue to do that until the 70s. This is what the story is. Nobody read the story. It's just a post. If you want to know about the story, not necessarily talking to you, I'm just saying in general, if we want to know about the story, we just go in and look it up. Yeah, there are plenty of these stories because a lot of people were in these situations. Just like the Juneteenth, like you said, and back then, the 1865, wasn't no TV, wasn't no direct mail. A lot of stuff was going on, shown on horseback. Molly said, "That's what I'm saying. We do not know." Go back.
And there's a video. They did
What?
a documentary on this lady. She's actually sitting there telling you her
Yeah, the
story
documentary
about how
next
they.
summer. It's still no proof he actually lived. That's all I'm saying. Like
He
once
says
you
no proof
research
she
inside
actually
of these
lived it.
stories, yeah, there's no proof that Nat Turner actually lived or walked the earth. It's like this nigga was just a
Oh no, he
character.
wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't real. What?
Exactly. A lot of these people don't be real. It just be
But
stories
this
they
lady
tell.
is real because
Yeah,
they.
she might be real. I don't know. I don't know her story, but I said a lot of stories that's what they talk about and they
Yeah.
push. If she ain't go through half of this shit and ain't had to pay that loan back, we won't know her. It's just always hardship and hard times that they talk about black people that we went through this and this and this. It's like it sounds like a loan. I know a lot of niggas get their car repoed and all that. You went, your family got a loan, they left you in debt. There's a lot of families get put out and left in debt because they mom and dad and left them with all these bills or they papa died. But we acting like it's different when it happened back then. Like it was just, it's still happening today. That's the part that's just getting me. They just changing the name of what they call certain things. You know, like they call us workers. Back then they might indigenous work as slaves. I don't know. They just keep changing the name, but it still
But
sounds like we was working for these people. We was
she
taking
said
loans
that
from
they
them.
was getting whipped, beat, and fed slop and not getting paid. That ain't working no loan off because you
That's
can
what
work a loan off and then go home. These people couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Wait,
I
he
don't
said
know.
what about DiCaprio
Oh, Django. He
and
talking about
being
Django.
yeah,
He talking
I
about
know he's talking about
Django
the movie the Django.
Unchained.
I just missed it.
Yeah,
He
because a
said we
lot of
always
people
can
don't
read the
know.
remember the movie Django Unchained where Samuel L. Jackson signed the checks and smoking
Yeah,
a
because
Cuban
he owned
cigar.
the property. When you look into this
So
stuff, a
I'm
lot
trying to
of black
understand when we
people
got
own
into
the
the
property.
conversation of like, I mean, I know of like people that were brought up and they have pictures of people and subtitles and everything saying like they own slaves and they own, property and land and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just feel like today all of a sudden it switched to, uh, you know,
It got switched
we were
because
all,
today it's Tall Tale Thursday. Tall Tale Thursday
Yeah,
is when you bring up stuff that you would not believe.
yeah,
But
okay.
it's real. So that's why that video was brought up. I sent that video in because it's like, damn, in the
Yeah.
70s, that's why that video was brought up. It got switched over because instead of taking the video for what it was taken like it's not true. And that's
Oh,
how
okay.
this conversation got flipped like it was.
Oh,
Next
okay.
yeah,
video.
Yeah, I
yeah,
seen something similar on in Living Color. Remember on Living Color where it was Damon Wayans and What's Going on? They was acting like they was runaway slaves, and it was like back in the '80s and stuff and all. And you know what I mean? David Allen Greer, you know what I mean, was being harassed by the cops and different things like that. And you know what I mean, they were just like, um, you know what I mean, they were just like, you can't talk to master like that, and this is this. And he was like, boy, he said this is the '80s, and you know,
Oh
you
yeah, I
free.
remember that.
Yeah. That's what that reminded me of or whatever.
yeah. It
But
just
I
it's
agree.
messed
I
So,
do agree with Molly and stuff and all. You know what I mean?
up.
But the reason why they want to keep talking about slavery and all because they want to already mentally put us down or whatever. You know what I mean? There's
Uh-huh.
some people, if they talked about you know what I mean, we was warriors and we was this, you know what I mean, that would build up our mentality to you know what I mean to do good. But you know, there's some people just like you know what I mean? So what? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna just live life out and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like mentally, you know what I mean, we're already already down, you know what I mean? But like I said, you know what I mean, if we you know what I mean, you know what I mean, find out, you know what I mean, that you know what I mean, that we were kings or you know what I mean, that we, you know what I mean, was actually something that will motivate us to, you know what I mean, to try to do something or whatever. And
Yeah.
you know, what I mean, that's what I'm saying. I agree with Molly. I get tired, especially on Black History Month. You know, what I mean, nobody want to sit there and hear about, you know, what I mean, slavery and out of this is this every Black History Month. I want to hear
Hmm.
something
I don't
positive. I
think
want.
I would rather. Oh, I mean, my bad. I'm sorry. I kind of breathe and start talking out loud. My bad.
Black History Month was supposed to be positive, David. That's when you're supposed to talk about the people and the black people and the accomplishments that they made to
Yeah,
society and the great things that they did. Like the
I,
first
I,
this or the first
I
that or
would.
what they
I'm
so
not talking about Black History Month. I'm talking about the stuff that I'm hearing and everything and all about Black Person Month. You know, I mean, we all been to
hearing what?
school. We all been to school, and every Black History Month we got to hear about how we were slaves
Crazy.
and all you know what I mean, all this dumbness and stuff and all. You know what I mean? And even like Molly was saying, we're now you know what I mean. A lot of things are starting to come to light that you know what I mean, like you know what I mean? A lot of things that, you know what I mean, we were a lot of people that we were praising and stuff like that and all was actually on their side. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
So were we slaves or were we not? Did we own
we still
slaves and stuff? I know
broke.
they say we did own slaves and everything too, or whatever. Because I seen something about a comment with Samuel L. Jackson. Well, I think either Molly said it or
Yeah, Malik
it was
said
on the
I was
comments
trying to
that
explain.
he was
He
the one that
owned the
truly
land.
owned it
That's
all.
why he had to sign everything. And there's a lot of plantations like that. You might seen the Uncle Sam or whatever they like to call the black guy that be all by master. It's his land. So most time people do business with the white man, or sometimes they got a white kid or a grandkid or something that they will put in charge to be the face of the company. It's no different than any company. Like you don't know who own McDonald's, but you might say a manager or something. But they was owning a lot of this property. A lot of black people own this stuff. They was with it. That's why you had black people that own slaves as well. They just ain't had no white person to be the storefront or the face
Oh,
of the
well, I feel like I
company.
ain't never heard nobody
But
even
you
say
see it
that.
today though. Like you hear people say it all the time, support small black businesses, support black businesses. They black slave owners. That's it. They just company owners. They people who own businesses and they can hire workers. So if I own a business and I hire you and Dave, back in the day, y'all have been considered slaves. But I got the money to come pay y'all to come work on my field. I'm gonna make sure y'all good. I don't mean I had to beat on y'all. They show some people getting beat on. Everybody ain't beat on they slave. They workers. You get
Wait
out
a
of
minute,
line.
you just said everybody ain't beat on their slaves. Remember,
Everybody.
ain't no one supposed to be slaves. So everybody didn't beat on their enslaved.
Maybe I'm just high.
I
They
mean,
workers. Everybody beat on they workers. See, if I'm talking
okay.
to y'all slang, we gonna say slave. I'm using slave. But if I'm gonna use slave, then every time I say it, then you gonna correct me for what I'm trying to correct. Then it don't make sense. It ain't
No,
no point.
I'm
I
asking
want
you
you
what
to
you're saying because
understand what I was saying. Did you
you're
understand
saying
what
there
I was
wasn't no
saying?
slaves.
No, I'm saying that they was workers. They were just called slaves. So you ain't comprehending what I'm saying because you waiting to respond to something instead of really hearing what I'm saying. They was all like today. You own a business, you can hire people to work for you. They was hiring people to work on the field, pick cotton, no matter what it is. That's why you had black people that own slaves. It might don't make sense because we already programmed it that we were just out there sweating on the field, singing, digging dirt, and we was all the slaves. We wasn't the owners. We ain't own nothing. We still don't own nothing. But they keep talking about land was taken from us. If land was taken from us, then who owned the land? What did they take from us? That's I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that
Well,
they
they,
keep
well,
I
out.
just
they
never
were
feel like I
saying
heard
how
this
they took,
sentiment until
they
today.
got taken
I
because
just
they
feel like
ran
I
us
ain't never seen
off our
nobody.
property, Molly.
So
We
I'm
bought
kind
it,
of
we got the deed, and
swipe
then we
out.
was ran off the property. And then when they ran the people off the property, the other people just came in and commandeered it. They did it in
So we
Florida. They did it in everywhere. Like that's why the people Rose the movie Rosewood. Remember the people owned their land, but they was ran off, and they left their land behind because they was ran off.
So what part did they come back and hire them as slaves then?
There is no.
If they ran them off, where did the slaves come from? You said they tell you
I guess
10
the
different
different
stories and
families.
you use
If
one
you
to
if
argue the other. Where the slaves at then? They took their land, ran them
different
off.
people
We were
come
the only
along.
slave owners. We were the
Hey,
only slave owners.
Shoot. It
I
was
uh,
didn't hear
like
this
they
sentiment until
take your land
today.
and say, I
own
need some
As long as
workers.
I've been on this show, I've never heard nobody say these things until like today.
for
So
real.
yeah, no, I never
That's
heard
crazy.
that
about us
sentiment
owning
said that we
slaves.
like.
Yeah, we did.
I know we did. Based off of what I'm seeing, with the pictures and and they explaining who. So I know some of those things existed. I never was really tied to whether, oh, I was a slave and my people were slave. I never did all that shit anyway because
Yeah.
wasn't there, so I could never
I
just
did.
let the white
Yeah, that.
teacher be like, oh, you were a slave by the way. No, I can't. So I never
Yeah, I
subscribed to too
just
much
like
of
tell
that.
my children. I tell my
But
family. We done have my family weren't slaves, and you never. And I have history. Not history. I'm sorry. We all have history, but I have great grandparents and great great grandparents and great aunts and uncles and all of them who can vouch for the fact that they did not have. They weren't slaves. Now, did people mistreat them and it was their own family? Yeah. Did people make them work like slaves? Yes. But they weren't slaves. They weren't under anybody, they weren't owned by anybody, you know what I'm saying? So that's my family, no. And we were from here. We didn't come over here on no boats.
right,
You know what I'm saying? As far as, from the generations of what I've asked or what was
yeah,
passed down, we weren't over here on no boat. So that's why I said a lot of times and then too, if you I forgot when it was, but we didn't start hearing about us being African American until what, the 60s?
Yeah, 70s or something.
Yeah,
hmm
we did
Yeah.
that. Well, you weren't called an African American. We weren't from Africa until they told us we were from Africa. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff again is from what we are told, which is why when they have to do projects, I don't let them talk about slavery. I let them talk about people now or past that
Mm.
were doing great things. I'm not gonna talk about, oh, shut up, Alan, because you look Icelandic. Oh, we didn't know. We're going to talk about the things that we are. You're going to talk about somebody who is showing you who you are, who you can be. Because again, most of this stuff was put out there to make us think less of ourselves when we should not be. So, I agree with all that's being said. Again, that was just because it's a tall tale Thursday, and that was a tall tale. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
A good one too.
History is history, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I
Yeah.
can't change what happened in the
You too,
past.
Kyle.
All I can do is look and keep going. It's just like a rear view mirror. You look to see where you come from, see what's coming up behind you, but you keep going forward. And I'm not here on the debates whether you was this or you was that. I'm now. So and I know what my grandparents was, and I knew what my great grandparents was, because I had the privilege and the honor of actually meeting and talking to them. Which if they was living now, they'd be well in their hundreds. But I was blessed to know my grandfather's mother and father. And I was blessed to know my grandmother's mother knows my great
So your
grandparents.
great grandparents, yeah.
Questions
Yeah.
about how they was growing up and about their mother and father. And their
Did,
mother and father was here.
did
So
they say
it
they
wasn't,
say they say anything about being slaves or anything like that?
they was not. They were landowners, they was farmers, and they were sharecroppers. They owned the land.
Well, what
But see,
happened to their
and what
land?
we failed to
You should know,
realize,
right?
the people that was
Right, I
coming
know, right?
from Africa, because they were brown skinned and looked like the people that was already here in America. So then that's when they changed it in the 70s, the name Afro American. You're right, they did do that.
But
They did
Marcus
that,
Garvey had a lot to do with that, though.
Yeah, Marcus
that move.
Garvey.
You
Oh
know,
no.
these
What
people
Africans
were
I
already
know that look
so
like
many
us, Reese?
Indians,
Think
huh?
about it. What African come here today that look like us? When I say African, I
Just
know
the
he
color. Just the color.
Just
that's
the
just
color
the
of the
color. It's
skin.
no African that look like a Native American. No African that look like an indigenous person that's from this country. They don't look shit like us. They just the same complexion. But the Jews, they can tell themselves from the Russians and all these people. They all look the same to us, but they know themselves apart. Oh, I'm not white. I'm Jewish. You know, I'm
Right.
Russian. I'm
You'll
this.
say
I'm
that with
that.
the quickness.
Yeah, I'm from Germany, this and that. Like, so hold up, why y'all all ain't just white, but y'all label us all as black and we go for it? We let some people that ain't even us tell us, oh, y'all came from Africa. Look, these people don't look like us, and we use that as an argument. Well, you know they did, they couldn't tell us apart, so they got no, they know exactly. I know what Africans look like to the
So,
day. If I
so
say
why are the
African, I
elders
know that's
teaching it then?
African. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Why
even
are
to
the
this
elders
day,
teaching it though? Because I'm not gonna act like my whole life I wasn't taught a certain narrative. Now, obviously, I had to do the work that I had to do to know what I know.
Right,
But at
right.
the same time, let's not act like that wasn't everyone's general sentiment. Not every specific person, but that was the general sentiment even on here. Because when we was sharing all them slave videos and all that shit, talking about Jim Crow, I never even heard anybody until today. Thank you for the video, Phoenix. Until today, I didn't really hear anyone say, "Oh yeah, we were the one that owns the slave." We were never. So I
Yeah.
never even heard
We
that
said
sentiment
Oh
really
that
no,
until
we didn't
before.
say we
All he
own
had
I
said
don't
all the
it
remember
slaves.
it. I don't remember it. If you
Yeah,
said it,
we
cool, but
never,
I don't
we never
personally
said we
remember
own
it.
all the slaves. We said we own slaves before. So all
Okay.
the
right.
slaves
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
not all
Yeah,
of
we
them.
never
You know,
said that. We
right.
didn't even say that today. We just said we were slave owners as well. We
No,
owned a lot
Malik
of
Right.
land.
said Malik
But the
said we
Malik
own them.
But
said,
Malik was saying that we wasn't slaves and all of that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I'm
we
reading
was
his comments though. It's saying, well, maybe not on the panel, but I know in the comments what I'm reading about, you know,
it's
different
like saying
comments
a
about
nigga
it's not,
wearing
we're not
saying black. Like
Alan
don't call me
funny,
a
not
y'all.
made
nigga.
of color,
Don't
not
call
like
me a
us, and neither
slave.
midnight black. We more
Yeah.
like 935 p.m.
This
Not
like
is
that,
just
this
like just wound down type of
He
black,
play
not
too damn
in
much.
the
Y'all
not
wait,
play.
3 a.m. black.
the point. Ollie, you got it. That is, baby.
He's so
You
crazy.
got it.
But it's true though. It's true.
I'm
We are,
dead.
we are different shades, and they are dark, and their skin is so pretty. But we have pretty skin
Like that.
too. It is what it is.
Yeah. I just I don't trust them without history. They be telling us
Better
anything
not.
come from monkeys, come from this. I just be, and all that stuff can be true as well. I just like don't believe like 1970 when everything was at its height for black people that these motherfuckers were still slaves and didn't know it. Just like TV did exist, media did exist. We had singers and actors and superstars then, so it's just like why nobody was helping this lady if it's true? Like what the hell is going on? We gotta do
Yeah,
better.
Right.
but a
We
lot
gotta
of
do
stuff
better.
deep
you got the
south.
Black
I was
Panthers. You
taught.
got, everybody
Everything
rocking,
out here. This
people
the
rock
time.
with the medallions, rocking the afros, the black fists, the all that. Yeah,
That our
agree
height.
with
I
Man,
mean,
it's just,
but they was if they was stuck and never got off, and I mean,
Hip
she
hop.
was, we didn't even know that they was she was still on the plantation. Didn't nobody know? And I don't know how when she tried to run, somebody escaped and ran to a road and was like culture shock. Like, man, where are we at? We in the 19,
I did
like
read about that though. The DAP. I did read about the DAP.
I would
So that's
not like.
dope. that's dope. Whoever pulled the video up, like whoever has the video, that's dope to
No,
pull up with that.
let's see that. Are we changing? Yeah, this is about time we change lanes.
History.
Okay.
A lot of times, Black things, I do Black History Month. Black things come in to make it seems like it's cool. So like it permeates. Everybody wants to be a target. But the reality is most things that folks think are just some cool Black things came out of innovation, and they came out of having to figure something out when they couldn't do something just because they wanted to freely. The DAP is no exception. So, Folk Life magazine had an article called Five on the Black Hand Side, Origins and Evolutions of the DAP by Lamont Hamilton. Now, the DAP originated in the 60s among Black soldiers in the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yes, it did. The Black Power movement was growing. It was racial unrest in cities. Young African Americans were being sent into combat, and the DAP was about unity and survival. There were cases of Black soldiers reportedly being shot by white soldiers during combats. It was a physical act of solidarity, like, hey, bro, I see you, you see me, watch my back out there. It was used to convey their commitment to looking after one another. Wow. And it's an acronym for dignity and pride. Wow. So the DAP was even banned in the military because folks thought it was a code for doing a Black power sign. Wow. During the war, the military saw utility of using the DAP in medical treatment of Black combatants with post-traumatic stress disorder, and created the program of DAP therapy. So, in present day, when we see folks DAP, we have to remember that history. Yes, there's a tremendous diversity of DAPs, and it came out from movements of the military.
I didn't even understand what that was.
There's always a deep meaning. Why don't you just give us the history?
It's sped up for some reason.
It's I don't even understand what that video said.
Basically, saying that the DAP was created.
I mean, I know what they're talking about because of the captions,
Yeah, but the DAP stands for dignity and pride. It was basically a camaraderie symbol between the Black soldiers, because of course they were being killed by the white soldiers, which is called friendly fire, and we know wasn't friendly about that damn fire. But that's their way of basically, I got your back. We're gonna look out for each other. So that's where the DAP began in the Vietnam War. And I wish my uncle was still living. He was in the Vietnam War. If I had known this before he passed away, I would have asked him, because that means he participated in that too. Yeah. But that's really cool.
And he was in the Vietnam as well.
Yeah, ask him about that.
And my other uncles, I can ask my uncles too, the Keys boys, about the DAP. Well, because what I did understand, what I did know, they said that like when they stormed those beaches and stuff, that you got to look out. This was my great grandfather saying in World War II, and my uncles they was in World War II about looking behind you, called friendly fire. He said that the people that their army buddies that was in the army allegedly hated them so much, the white folks, that the white boys that was on American side would be shooting at them too. So they not only they getting it from the Germans, whoever they was fighting at that time, and the Chinese, they getting it from their own people.
Yeah,
so they got to look forward, and they got to look see who behind them. He said because their own folks would take them out, their own platoon. I mean, I was like, wow.
Well, they had them separated. They would have them separated, but it's the crazy part is you fighting together, but you're killing those that protect you.
Fighting with you.
Ain't that some bull crap?
Look, that was only one-sided because the Black folks wasn't sniping at the white boys.
Right.
They were trying to snipe at the enemy, but the white boys were trying to shoot them in the back. So I guess, and that's why I guess in Vietnam by that time there was like this unity. We here. I got you. I see you. You see me. Because it might be in a platoon where 3 or 4 might be Black and the rest of them might be something else.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And that's it was all
like that. It followed them home. A lot of our veterans came home, and the only sense they had was seeing each other. You know what I'm saying? They had the love of their family, but you don't understand what they went through. You weren't there. So for them to see somebody that was in their platoon, or to see somebody that they did training with, and they able to dap each other up, it was a great thing that did wonders for them. But they suffered so much. Yeah, dignity and pride, and that's what the DAP means. I'm glad I ran into it, And that's what social media is for. So a lot of people don't know my pages got hacked and reported. I got one of my pages back. So that's how I was able to find that video, the past two videos. So I'm glad, I was able to see it because these are things that we don't know.
Yeah.
And it's something that we should know because a lot of our culture comes from sometimes not so wonderful backgrounds, but it is great, to have certain things and know what that means. So.
Yeah, Pat
And if
Tillman.
we don't tell our children or pass on the story, they'll never know what existed or what not, what existed and what didn't exist. Like I said, what if nobody and that I could ask existed that actually lived back then? They would be like, did that happen or did that really happen? But I was fortunate, like I said, to know people and have people in my family that participated in World War II and
They
the
still
Vietnam
gotta
that I
have
do
proof to
act.
me. I can look up and see World War II happen. Lies can get passed down. If I tell
I
you
mean,
Sam
but
live and you pass
Molly,
it on
I'm
to your
saying I
kid,
was fortunate to have people to talk to. That's what I
yeah,
was
let's talk about. But that's what I'm saying. I talked to people that was programmed lies too. I had older people, they ain't know the truth about a lot of things, so they ain't know what
Yeah.
they passed it down to me. But now we got the ability to research things and see things, video clips. I can hear Martin Luther King talk. I can see his speeches, Malcolm X. I used to just hear stories, but they ain't tell me some of the speeches that they said that they didn't never come across. They're like, I ain't never seen that. They had to catch it live. So it's some information they can pass, and that's why I say it's some that they can't. You still got to research for self. Like I
Mm.
ain't have a grandfather. I never had a grandfather on either side. My mother and father died when she was 2. So it's like everybody ain't had the fortunate to talk to grandparents and stuff like that. Might got uncles, but a lot of them been programmed. Like right now, if kids learning from their grandparents today or their mother today that's programmed that believe all the lies that was told, they gonna think they come from slavery.
That's
They
true.
gonna believe they great they came from Africa and all, and these lies still getting passed on. And they got their great grandmother, great greats, and all that. That don't mean they always passing down truth. That's all I'm saying. You still
Yeah,
got to tell
that's true.
kids to research on their own.
That's true. That is true. But I tell you one thing, they ain't never lie about them damn wars. That's
Hell
one
no.
thing they ain't never lied about. If they
Hell
went,
no.
they ain't lie about that. The people that were involved, I'll say that because the government lie about everything. But those that were involved, who actually went, they never lied. And they sometimes wouldn't talk because it was just too painful to bring up those memories. They lived and witnessed so much stuff. So yeah, like you didn't have. I only met one of my great grandfathers. I didn't even meet neither one of my grandfathers. They had all died, but I met my great grandfather, and he was in, I think, World War II. World War II. He lost his leg, and he wouldn't talk about it though. But he would bring like little. You would hear little things he would talk about, and he would whistle a lot. That was his way of coping. But my uncle, he was in Vietnam, and he was there when they dropped that Agent Orange, and they thought he was in the trees,
Oh my God.
and it got on him, and he was burnt up, and he had a heart. I mean, he had so much stuff, and thankfully, he worked through a lot of things. And every once in a while, he'd have a flashback. Every once in a while, he might snap. But yeah, he was there. So I know a lot of people and family and those that are close to even my children's grandfather. Their father he was over in the army. He was over there in Vietnam. So it's a lot of things. And if we listen to them, you'll learn. But I would rather hear from them because it's like Molly said, people, older folks that weren't there are going off what the media tells them, what the news tells them, and a lot of it is twisted lies.
right.
And if you hear it straight from those who experience, you're gonna get all the truth because they're not gonna lie.
Yeah, because that's when we found out they was getting shot up in the back by their own people,
Yep.
by their own stuff. The media wasn't saying that; they was hiding that fact and getting poor people to enlist. And the promise that they made the GI Bill, oh, you come in the army, we give you this, and this, and
Yeah,
it's just a lies of
that's just
propaganda.
lies.
I know people that went and my brother was in Bahrain not too long ago when they was had that stuff. And my friend was in Desert Storm. That was a real war.
Hmm.
And and,
I forgot
and a
about
lot of family members got hurt up in that. Some people with the landmines and all that stuff. With the wars that's going on now, when the military was over there. And Desert Storm was what in the 90s. When we was over there for that, and then
I
what was the
don't know. I just
other?
know it ain't our war. So it's like
No,
our
they
None of
just
them is
throw us
our
in
war.
there. They just throw us
who
in
go,
there.
yeah,
They
who
they
goes?
make you
It's
go
like
over there.
Ali, yeah, they can so called make you go. You can go to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm not going to kill innocent people I don't know. So I give people courage that went over there and they fought, but they were still programmed to fight something that wasn't theirs, a fight that wasn't theirs. Muhammad Ali, I went back and seen a lot of his footage. He didn't go. He got punished for not going. He did not care. He was willing to lose being a professional boxer. But then
Yep.
you had a NFL player who was white. He decided, Pat Tillman decided to say, I don't even want to play football no more. I'm gonna go fight for my country. He died in the war. So it's just like they still program people to fight their fights. I can't imagine a kid knock on my door I don't know, be like, hey, look, I'm about to go fight these dudes down the street. I need your help. I'm like, who the hell is you? Like, I don't know you. Like, that just was crazy. So it's just like I hear the
And what would you
stories a
tell
lot
the
of
little boy if that happened? We say, stay here, shorty. Don't
that's
go down
that's
there.
now that's your fight. That's your fight. If you got into some of the people, you go handle it. Cause when I'm out here fighting and trying to feed my family, y'all ain't coming to help us. So it just they find ways to program us to believe in them that they gonna make change for us. And they've been doing it from all the wars to get us to fight with them. You come back, you won't be a slave no more. You do this time, we gonna make sure your family good. And all these people come home and say they ain't take care of me. These some
They
of the
sure
homeless
did.
people on the street. They can't feed their family. And a lot of them didn't make it back home. So we talking to the survivors. But for all the people who just basically sacrifice their life for a country that we still get mistreated, that's really ours, that been taken from us, that just don't make sense to me. I'd have been with Ali and them. I probably died back in them days. I'm back again. I don't know. But I still just don't. Like, I be like, I appreciate that when I see people that went to war. I just want to make sure you taken care of.
The
Yeah.
VA hospital is full of people who's damaged from the war. When we was over there fighting, Haddam was saying they was giving the people injections. They was inoculating them to go over there to fight a chemical war. They thought it was going to be chemical warfare. So my friend had to take all kinds of vaccines and injections. And even down to my little niece, Olila, when she was in there, the government make you, if you in the army, you don't have no choice. They make you take it. Or you get in the jail. I don't know how they jails. The jail must be awful. Military jail must be something different. I don't know. But they make you, when you are a GI, that stands for government issue. You the property of the United States. You are no longer your own. You work and they own you. So you got to do what they say do. And it's hard. And they train you to kill. That's what boot camp is. They turn you into killers. That's your, and I was just like, wow. But they having kickbacks from him getting that medication or whatever the inoculation they was injecting him with. It's causing him to have complications in life. He get night terror, night sweats, and all this kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
all some of that stuff too, Reese. They came back and burned it like it got so much into their bodies that they were having sex with their wives and burning
and,
their wives from their sperm.
and the babies don't, and the
Yeah, and the
babies
babies
come up.
died
The
or
babies
some
come
type of
back
issue. Yeah, all that stuff was
more the sick
occurring.
and all.
Yeah, my aunt was having issues conceiving because of that at first. She had so many miscarriages because my uncle got messed up with that Agent Orange. It took them a long time to conceive my cousin. And I think they went well into their 30s before they had him. But it took so much because of the issues he came back with. Like they be messing us up, and they make it seem like you doing it for your country. No, you be doing it because you want that money. It's all about money. They
And I
going in
need
there, they killing people, and we just casualties because they want the oil, they want the gold, they want whatever. They never tell you the
Yep.
truth. If they told us the truth as to why we were going somewhere, we would not go.
Yep.
sure what, but then
Yeah.
they make up a lie. And I'm not even going back as far as Vietnam. I'm bringing it just a few years ago.
Yeah.
To the stuff we over there fighting and everything when they inoculate people. And what they do, they'll bring us together by doing what? Cause a catastrophic event like the
Hmm.
World Trade Center. Everybody said, oh, the world got to band together and go across the water and get these people. Oh, look what they did. How do we? That's another way of rope-a-dope, of faking you out. Be like, oh yeah, this what happened. Come on, let's go get them. Oh
Yeah.
what?
Then
Baby
come
mom, got
Come to
robbed.
find out, come to
Everybody
find out,
want to get the criminals.
come to find out, the people that they, like you said, trying to go get was actually one of us.
Working for it. It's so
Yeah.
much. It's war. what is good for is nothing. Edward Starr sing a song called War. What it
Yep.
is good for, absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Say it
And
again.
again, y'all.
And y'all listen to the words in that. That's an old song. They used to tell it in the music. And he used to say what the war was doing and tell
They
it.
was the rebellion. They was rebelling with the music. That's what the music used to be about. It used to be about the culture, about information, and of course dancing. And you can't always have joy and everything, but a lot of things we used to do was to inform.
For
Say,
those who went, thank you and God bless you. And I'm sorry that you came back messed up, jacked up, and treated really bad.
Yeah.
Rodney, what's going on? You quiet.
Rodney in the meeting.
Yeah, he in the meeting. He said when he get back
Okay,
out of
sorry
the
about
meeting,
that.
he said he got a tall tale for us in the meeting. When he get back out the meeting, he's trying to wait for the tall.
They test drugs
Okay.
in the Revolutionary War. They introduced those drugs to the American people: cocaine, heroin, opioids, boat, perks, SC, etc.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a lot of what they
yeah.
call that. What do they call that? Shoot, that whole MK Ultra. That's what a lot of them drugs and stuff and experiments is what they consist
Mm-hmm.
of for control and trying to actually turn them into robots, pretty much mentally, by trigger
Mm-hmm.
words and trauma and all that shit. So yeah, I was kind of reading into that, Alan. I know what you're talking about.
What is MK Ultra? I
Mhm.
don't know what that is.
That's
Oh
breaking
man.
the mind. That's mastering, unlocking, and tapping into somebody's mind and manipulating it through
Uh-huh.
tactics like
Programming.
programming, through
Yeah.
physical like stimuli, electromagnetic shock, taking
Mm.
them through like series of watching media or whatever that after it's drilled into your mind for hours and hours, or you are forced to consume something, you start to. These are people that
Hypnosis.
understand the mind. They know how to bend the mind.
Yeah.
So, what do MK stand for? Mind kinesis
Hypnosis.
or mind?
Look it
Oh,
up.
no.
You
Yeah,
know,
you be
look it
trying
up.
to tell a
If
little
you want, if
very
people
small.
care, look.
What
These
did the
conversations
MK
make people
stand
look
for?
into it.
What did I
Look it up.
know? I never even
What
looked
is
into what the
MK
MK
Ultra?
stand for, but I know the
Hmm.
CIA did it in like the 50s and 60s. They was brainwashing using hypnosis and stuff. So it's like they
Oh
not
yeah,
spending
that's
all
new.
this money and stuff that don't work. Like this stuff really works.
I like conversations like this that make people like want to know stuff. This is what I like today.
Whoa! I'm
Matt
gonna
said the
repeat it. No,
Manchurian
wait a minute,
Kennedy.
y'all. Listen to this. What they say MK Ultra is. I'm gonna repeat it so y'all can hear it. What is MK Ultra?
I found these results.
Wait a minute, it didn't do it. Let me go back.
You got to ask it how you asked it the first time.
What is MK Ultra?
According to Wikipedia, MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used during interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture.
Did y'all hear
Yeah, we
that?
know that. We already knew that.
I
You
mean,
was trying
yeah,
to tell us what the MK stand for.
that
What
don't
did
tell.
the
Yeah,
MK
that's
stand
talking
Oh,
about what it
what do
is.
the
for? You
MK?
was
What you call it said,
Military.
Matt said Manchurian Kennedy, Clockwork Orange.
What does the MK stand for in MK Ultra?
Here's what I found.
yeah, it will.
Hmm.
Malik said these type of conversations will change your perception of what you thought you knew.
Yeah, that's what I
Of
was saying.
course.
Too.
That's what it. I mean, you're supposed to. You're supposed to
That's
learn
what
and
it's
look
supposed to be.
things up
Yeah.
and read. There's so many different things. Like my friend will send me stuff from the FBI files, looking up, and it's so many different things that they have or have, trained on, and things that we are supposed to know because we used to do them, and it's considered witchcraft or it's considered the devil's things, and the daggone CIA and FBI and different government entities use it because it's supposed to help pull
What
out the
does the
spiritual things
MK
within us.
stand for?
It's so many
The
secrets
MK
that are held, man. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It catches in the
It
bed.
just and it puts it
Catcher
together.
in the
You know how
Rye.
we separate it and say MK Ultra? It keeps spelling it together like it's one word.
I mean, well, we can attack that another day. I don't want to get all deep in the rabbit hole right
I
now.
mean, I'm just wanted to know what it was a
Yeah,
stand
I mean,
for.
but just remember to look it up, and
Millis
then
Irie.
we'll bring it back to the show as opposed to
I'm
trying.
saying that's a trigger to
You know,
some people.
I
You
like
have another
conversations that make
video.
people want to look stuff up. I do like that type of stuff, but I ain't trying to get all deeply immersed to the terminology. I'm telling you what it is. You want to know exactly what the letters mean and all that. That's cool, but I mean,
It's just
I
mind
didn't want to get
control.
stopped by that. I want to get stunted by that or hit a speed bump on just that one word.
Mind control.
Yeah, but that might be a
KULT,
trigger
mind,
right there. When you
you know,
ask people
mind
certain
control.
things, I'm telling you, it's a trigger. I think they already did some things that, like certain things you talk about. You can even talk about like, man, I don't believe Santa or I don't believe Jesus really was born on the 25th. Some people go, oh, see, that's the thing. But it's like, what the fuck did I just hit? Did I hit a button or something? Like people can't have these conversations because it's triggers there, and it's like I don't know if it's there purposely because these people got technology. We just think being movies and stuff. They think that people just randomly wake up and say, you know what? I'm gonna go shoot up this whole stadium. Like, nah, something happened. Somebody's wired them. Then you always hear this
You
kid.
ain't never lied, Malik.
He was a great kid. He never did anything. We don't know why he did this. Yeah, somebody done hit him with that MK Ultra or something. They done took
Mm.
over, made him do some things.
I
Turn
believe in
people to a
that.
weapon. You can turn these people to a weapon.
Believe in that hypnosis in them sleeper
He said,
cells.
I mean,
I do
criminal
believe so.
action.
That's why I say he ain't never lied. The whole
What he
purpose is the
say?
criminal system.
What Malik say? Phoenix.
He said the CIA means criminals in
Criminals in
action.
action.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
Right. Find out something we didn't know and then look it up later. It's consider like homework. Actually, y'all gave me shit to look up personally.
Yeah,
So instead of getting all stunted by a word or something like that, or somebody brings,
exactly.
note it. Note it as something to write down and look into because I got stuff that I'm about to, when I get off of here to look into.
Yeah.
I like today. These are the type of days I want to see more often where conversations we're educating and people
Right.
seem engaged and David ain't sleep. Maybe because he rested well. I don't know. Maybe he got some rest last night. I don't know. But it's a different energy. There's some learning going on. There's some laughter, some energy. I like
To
this.
make
This is
a
what
lot
I would like to see more
of where's all of the crime
on
scene.
here to keep me and someone like me entertained. I want to hear this. I'm
I
learning
don't know,
something.
Malik.
The people that make up 1% of the crime. So hold on. So what is where
Shaki.
all this crime coming from?
I don't know. You saying the I really
People do
believe
not do
the
crimes
crime
like that. It be
is
our government. It's called false flags.
yeah,
Yeah,
headshot. I be like,
yeah,
hold on. Some joints go. It be too many murders go unsolved when these kids sloppy out here. It's
yeah.
like, come on, Shorty. Like he should be on camera and all that, but the murder's still out here. Like, how these kids just keep getting away with murder
Because Big
around
Brother see
camera?
everything else, but he can't see little
Yeah.
Pookie shooting up shit without his mask
He
on or
shooting
whatever the
from the
fuck.
car and he
Get it?
hit just the target. Like, nah, I do be thinking that because if the people feel like they still in fear and there's killers out here, we gonna rely on the government. So and rely on the police and all them to protect us, from ourselves. That's what's crazy.
Hmm.
So I think they do a lot of false flags. I don't think they actually murder a lot of people these days. They don't have to, they can just still put it in the news. You got a lot of AI and stuff, but they don't really show too many videos. They can just come on there and say a 13-year-old was shot today, and then you look, you like, man, you know him? Any, you don't see no posts on Instagram. You like, I don't know. But when people get hurt and you see it on Instagram, they talk like, nah, I know the families, I know some of the friends, people in the comments. But when
Hmm.
it just be a lot of shootings and killings and nobody know the people in the area, I'm like, damn, don't nobody know these kids? That be a little questionable.
Right.
So this is what
People
it's
might have a lot to say about platforms like TikTok, but I definitely recommend you can get yourself into some shit. Not in a bad way, but as far as open up some doors for yourself mentally, as far in
Yeah.
terms of like, you know, if the topic of conversation or the notion of day is pretty much what things that we learned and things we didn't realize and all that type of stuff. If that's the narrative for the day, well, I would definitely recommend platforms like TikTok. Though creators are limited in what they can verbally, like what words they can verbally use, so they might have to substitute certain things. People get real deep on TikTok. You know, like I see a lot of information on certain platforms that it wouldn't be talking about. Like on IG, I see a lot of stuff that the credible information. When you're doubting I'm starting to lean towards independent media. Is my point, but I'm seeing a lot. I would definitely tell people to investigate because it's out here. All the social media is not for just pictures and shit. So
Mhm.
I would definitely, definitely recommend some people look into it.
Definitely. Wow. Learned something today. Just rehash something that was old. Is Rodney back with us yet?
No.
Okay, so we won't hear his story. We'll hear it tomorrow. Probably doing the Freaky Friday and all that good stuff.
Hmm.
So was there one more video left in the queue? A happy video to go out on? When I see a little stuff, it don't make sense, but it makes me laugh and tickle me inside. I like to share it because we had some
Yeah, I be
serious talks
wondering what.
today, and some serious talks from slavery to military to the government. That's some serious talks. I like to end out on the happy or something silly because it's just so much heavy. Let's get something lighthearted, something we can all laugh at.
Okay.
It could be silly. Is there? I'm
Okay.
sorry if I didn't. I thought I sent a silly video in the queue, but I didn't. So David Green, tell us the joke.
Uh-uh.
Is this PG or what? What's going on here?
You know, it's never on the Morning Mac show. We'll go all the way.
Well, last night on Sauce in the City and everything. I mean, I was being truthful. I was telling, I mean, people with small dicks, I mean, stop sending dick pics. I mean, because on Facebook, whenever you hear, I mean, the women all talking about, stop sending, I mean, dick pics and it's disrespectful and everything, but you always hear them talking about small dicks. You never see on Facebook where somebody says, "Would somebody please stop sending this anaconda?" Or somebody, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Am I lying, Trey? Have you ever seen
No, no.
on Facebook somebody like, "Will somebody please stop sending this big ass dick on my?" No, it's always yeah. They're
I'm
always
dead as
frying.
shit. I'm
Yeah.
dead as
So
shit.
that's basically what I was talking about last
Uh-huh.
night.
All right.
So the little jokes get no respect. That'll be
Yeah.
tomorrow or Freaky
I
Friday.
don't
Then we
think, you
gonna
know
talk
what, yeah, we're going to talk about that because I'm going to tell you what the
tomorrow.
problem is for real.
Weezy gonna tell us what the problem is tomorrow for real. And I feel it. We're gonna
Cause
talk
this
about
the
that
big nigga that look like Rick Ross asking for hugs that ain't got Rick Ross money is the fucking problem. We know what the fuck
Right.
the problem is. That's universal.
Yeah.
Nigga, you
so
ain't got no money.
why
And not
in the pics.
and and, and,
And we're gonna
and
talk about it tomorrow because we got some clear telltale signs of you got a little member
Well,
from the videos.
it's only
right.
12:09, so somebody roll out some flies and talk about something they got
Listening.
coming up or something.
Uh,
Burn up some of them time.
David Green.
Yeah.
Weezy, you got anything special coming up?
no, no, I haven't done anything. Ain't nothing coming up. I'm just riding the wave of being mama.
No
Being
more with that.
mama. Well, okay, all right. David Green, do you got something special coming up?
Yes. On not September. I'm sorry. No,
Mm-mm.
November the 7th. I'll be performing at Mezzo's in Cumberland, Maryland, on Center Street. And also September the 12th. Um, we all will be at 249 Virginia Avenue at the Event Center. It's going to be a birthday party / comedy show. I mean, a lot of people's already talking about it and trying to chip in you know, I mean, we're going to have a caterer. We're going to have everything, but
Oh,
I ain't
the
going to
food gonna be catered.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Malik made a joke,
He
and we
said,
need to read it because that is funny.
Read it. Read it. I mean, read it to me,
he
Reese.
said, "What do you call a dog with no legs?" He said, "Whatever you call him, he's not gonna come." No matter what you say,
Oh,
and
okay,
motherfucker ain't running nowhere.
it don't matter.
That's
Because whatever
crazy
you
as
call
shit.
him, he's
That's
not gonna
funny as
come.
shit.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
poor doggy. All he could do here, present.
That's all you're gonna do is just bark. Yo.
Right.
You know I can't walk over there, you joker.
Yep.
Say, come boy, come. All he do is growl. Like you son of a bitch. You know I can't. You know I can't get up out this basket till you pick me up. You know they're gonna have me laying in the basket somewhere. Poor pup. Okay, I'm sorry, David Gray. Back to so
Yeah,
it's gonna
like
be
I said, it's going to be it's going to be a birthday / birthday party / comedy jump. Yeah, catering. Only thing is, I don't have a alcohol license, and the place doesn't. You know, so
the BYOB.
yeah, you got to bring your own junk. Yeah,
I'm bringing sea moss. That's what I'm gonna bring. That's the drink of champions, the sea moss. Now, if you choose to put other stuff in your sea moss, that's on you.
That's on you. That's
know,
all.
if you want to mix 1800 with the sea moss lemonade, that's on you. You know, but I'm drinking Molly Mo sea moss.
I'm also thinking about because you know some people, you know, I mean, either will get drunk or they think they the show or whatever like that. No, I'm also thinking if somebody wants to hack or something like that, no, they get on stage and do like 2 minutes or something like that. No, I'm kind of thinking about that.
Ooh, I see. What was that scene?
Like
Where
if
was
you
we
want
at?
to, like if you want
to, turn that shit right on them.
If you want to
walk
be
right out to the crowd, offer them the mic.
Right. If you want to be,
it's gonna be
the show,
just like that show when that guy got up there talking about something. Now that I got the crowd warmed up, they was like, "No, hell no, get off the stage."
Yeah, right. I'm saying you want to be this, you want to be the show. Okay, you want to be part of the show. Okay, now you the show. You know what I mean, one of them type chunks. So no.
Right.
I think that would you know what I mean, because you know what I mean.
That's a different
Reese, how many shows you been on? You know what I mean, when you trying to you know what I mean, tell jokes, whatever, and you got you're listening to other people and everything like that. You know what I mean. So like I said, you know what I mean, if they want to do that or whatever, then
include them in the act.
Exactly.
When you did that night, we had the motorcycle, the girls, the SWV motorcycle gang was down there, and one of the lady was a little tipsy, and she was talking. When I was on stage, I got off the stage, came down there, and was like, "Girl, what you say?" And put the mic on her. She was like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Exactly. Yeah. You
come on, Betty Jean, tell us what you say.
You got something. You got something that you've been saying. You know what I mean, for the past couple minutes. Come on, tell everybody. You know what I mean.
Tell what you're saying, and that was funny because she was caught off guard. She was like, "No," and I stood there and did the rest of my set from there. You know, I said, "Let me walk around and intermingle." So when you do that, they really pay attention. So
right. Yeah.
So she was a little intoxicated. Her girlfriend said she ain't saying nothing. Her ass drunk.
Yeah, and that's normally the you know what I mean the situation. You know what I mean, too much alcohol, whatever. But too much alcohol on this show is gonna get you that mic. So.
Woo! It's gonna be turn up time. Turn it up. So if you go around giving people the mic, David, more power to you. That's on you. So
I'm thinking about adding
you
adding
know,
it.
I hope it turned out good because sometimes it go the other way, depending on who you got going, who's in there. But
Right,
Kevin,
right.
everybody know Kevin Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Anthony was doing the show, and the lady wouldn't stop. She would mess with all the comedians the whole show, and she wouldn't stop talking. He said, "Well, you shut the fuck up." He was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin Anthony. Me and Tracy cracked. I said, "Oh no, Kevin did it." Kevin was like, "You just yappering, lady, on and on." And he would in order her, and she started talking. And he left. She left. He said, "Good." She came back. He said, "I can't do this shit," and he left off stage. I was like, "Damn!" So,
No,
some
I
you
don't know
know,
if I don't know if I told you this or not, but on the 4th of July show, my aunt, she was drunk. I mean, drunk to where dropping drinks and everything and all and jazz. And you know, what I mean, one of the comedians try to holler at her or whatever like that. No, and she was like, "I'm married. David, get here, call my husband," and everything like that, right? But it's the whole show. She would just kept on. So the headliner, you know what I mean? She wasn't playing. You know, I think she's from Philly, whatever. No, she wasn't playing. She was, and my aunt was, and she said, she got on the mic. She said, "Hold up, who was supposed to call this woman's husband 20-something minutes ago?" I was done. I said, damn. But yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to hackle, if you want to, if you want to be the show, you're going to be the show. That's what I'm kind of thinking about doing.
wow. Okay. Oh, that's up in the air, and that will be September the 12th.
September the 12th. Yeah. Yes. I think the doors are opening up at 8 o'clock. Start the show at 9. And
Okay.
yep. We're going to try to make it white people time.
Well, no, don't try. Do all you have to do is do. Let's do. Do we? Oh, do we have the flyer, David? Did you send us a different
Oh
flyer?
yeah. Oh yeah. He my bad. He sent it to me and I was asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a flyer to show. We'll show the flyer tomorrow for the event. Molly, what flyers we got up that we could show for the upcoming shows? I can't see what's coming up next.
That's the this is the event that is in Cumberland, Maryland on September 12th. So this is this is it's a Virgo party. This is obviously David Funny Man Green's party. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be hosting the show. Headlining by I'm sorry, Althea McFarlane. We
Yeah.
have Tariq the Playboy Higgins. I'm sorry, I gotta zoom in, y'all. Kathy and Nancy Frazier's birthday. So the Miss Kathy and Miss Nancy Frazier will be in attendance. Both their birthdays will be, celebrated. We have the hip hop comic. We have Nemo the late bloomer. JoJo comedian baby. I don't know if comedian Teddy will be there in
Yes,
attendance at
yes,
all.
we do have comedian Teddy, and we
Okay.
have Ray J, the Tunnel Rat.
Okay, that's what's up.
Ray
So
J, the Tunnel Rat.
okay.
Yeah.
David,
All
who
right.
is Ray J? I never heard of Ray J, the Tunnel Rat.
I haven't either.
DG Productions, No Work, All Play Entertainment presents It's a Virgo Party. Okay, the Frazier's birthday. That's what's up. So how are they related to each other?
Uh,
Kathy and
si-
Nancy.
Kathy and Nancy are sisters.
Oh, okay.
With the same birthday but different year.
Oh, wow.
I
Oh,
just
damn.
sent
So
it.
they parents conceived at the same time they did
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
sister.
yeah. Ain't that crazy? Yeah.
That
That's
is kind
New
of
Year's
crazy.
I
Eve.
just
We know
The
they was
Frazier's
doing
birthday
New Year's
comedy show. I like that.
Eve.
What BYOB mean? Is it bring your own beer, bring your own bitches?
bring
What
your
it
Bring
mean?
own.
your own
Yeah,
bottle.
no,
Oh,
bring your own
all right,
bottle.
bring your own
Yeah,
bottle. I just want to clarify. Just want to hear
yeah.
from the horse's mouth.
No,
But the tickets
bring
are
your own bottle.
$30. So Friday, September 12th at 8 p.m. It's 249 Virginia Avenue in Cumberland, Maryland. Um, 21502 for the zip code. So
Yeah,
yeah, be sure
it
to get
is.
your tickets. I love the
I like
fly. I
the
love the
fact
way that
that
looks.
he's
Whoever made
catering
the
it.
flyer did a bomb ass job with that.
Yeah, I apologize for not sending the new flyer, but I just now sent it to Molly, so
That's
it'll be
cool.
ready tomorrow. It'll be ready
Yeah.
tomorrow.
For Freaky
Okay.
Friday. What else we got? I know we got that the expo coming up. The expo flyer somewhere along there. All right, so you got a few people that's going to be on the lineup for this. Of course, we got our very own Althea McFarland. I'm personally excited about this event because I feel like this is your chance to be seen, to be interviewed. People ask you questions, figure out where your mind was when it came to writing and creating this book, as well as the other people that'll be in attendance. I think it gives everybody a chance to be put on the map because there are a lot of great writers, singers, speakers, people that are potential that are leveling up to be even bigger politicians than what they are, even bigger positions than what they have. So I'm excited for this. This event is going to be $15 ticket admission with dinner included. To reach out to Dr. Lady J in terms of purchasing your ticket, you can reach out on Cash App or Zelle, or on Eventbrite under the name Lady J Media. The address is going to be the Sharon Auditorium, 5814 Hartford Road in Baltimore, Maryland. This event is going to be on August 24th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you can get your tickets through Althea McFarland. She has 7 left. So we're working on getting that 7 down. So Alan and Malik and the people that might be reachable in the area, somewhere, in the Baltimore radius, I would love for you to get a ticket so I can come and meet y'all. So no pressure, but you know where to get it. If you're looking for tickets, hit Reese up
Yeah.
for 'em.
If you know somebody that's interested and love books and all that good stuff, and we're going to be getting interviewed, and she's going to be filming this, and it's streaming. So Malik, if you and Alan, if you guys are in different states, you still can watch it.
Oh, I did forget about that.
Yeah, she said she's going to stream it on several platforms. I don't know, and she said she could stream it to our personal page as well.
Well, I
So
know we can make them have some
definitely,
type of watch list or something, of your people that, so you can just tap in, to send them the information, make sure they get it so they can watch it. So,
yeah,
uh-huh.
definitely that. And this
Mhm.
is a charitable thing, so you can always send in donations and contributions and everything. So if you're sending it for me on my behalf, make sure you just let them know, like, here is a charitable donation for under Althea
Send
McFarland.
it to directly to Reese Cash App. If it's for her, if it's for Reese, anything. If it's for the event, then you can donate to the event. If you try to help Reese out, you donate to her Cash App. Those two separate entities, by the way, y'all. Just to let you
Yes,
know. Uh,
yes, the
I get
morning back show. That
already helping out
definitely.
by doing this. Get yours too.
You right. You
Yeah, I
you
know.
you right. You
I know.
right.
I know.
Absolutely, because we got to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
there and everything and set
Mhm.
up. So yeah,
But I'm
if you
excited
want
for
to
the event. I'm definitely excited though to see you
donate
up
to
there
the
getting
project,
interviewed and everything. I am excited for that. Okay, so this is an event that I'm gonna try to attend because I already heard about this from Rodney and a few other people. This is Gwen's poolside summer event comedy show. Reese, you will be there, like taking tickets. You said right at the.
I look. I'm the entry. You can't get in if you don't come through me.
Well, look, you gotta get through Reed. Look, if you can't get past Reed, get through her, around her, whatever it is, then you ain't getting in this joint. So you might as well go ahead, RSVP your attendance at 301-957-0401. There's an early bird special included, 2 events. I know you can pay a certain price to get covered by
I
2
found that out
events.
too about the price. So I talked to her this morning and found out the exact price and the
Not a
with the
problem.
early bird
It's
special.
$80 to isn't it like 65 for admission, but it's $80 to reserve a table so you can sit your ass down. Can
Yeah,
anybody
the
take your seat?
VIP is $80.
All
But
right,
if you
cool.
go to both shows, she got a special. Both shows for general admission is only $100. And both shows for the VIP is $125. If y'all don't jump on that, part A and part B, that's 100 and then 125. So she's giving the people that's general admission, that's the $30.
Well, shit.
You
Let's
know,
plan
it'll
around
be
that joint too, cause I like to RSVP my ticket. I'm trying to go to the pool this summer. I ain't no pool in my
look,
neighborhood, So,
part one and part two. And
hmm
this submissions includes your show, includes your food and your drink. So Yeah, that's all inclusive admission. Pay one and the party afterwards. Don't forget the DJ and the dip in the pool. Look, can't beat that. So
That's what's up.
yeah, get in
I
touch
hear
with
good
her.
things about it. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to go this time. I hear good things about it.
RSVP and just cut up in the crowd. The comedians she got on the list
Summer Save the
is
Date
nice.
Poolside Comedy Show, hosted by the
It's
Gwen Factor.
nice.
That's what's up. Dinner at 5, showtime at 6. That's what's up.
And if you are a comedian, David Green, if you are a comedian and want to come to RSVP, comedians pay $25 to get in, and that's because you are a comedian. So all basically you're paying for your food, because you're not paying for the comedy or the jokes, because you probably know the people, But
Colleagues, looking out for colleagues. That's how I should go.
right. So you're a comedian, you RSVP, you get that little budget deal. But your date don't, but you do. so be mindful of that. But your date don't, but you
Whatever.
do.
Shit, I done brought my date. They lucky they there. So
if you're on the list, you got to be on the list. Not unless you're a special exception, and I'm on that list because I got the
sir,
list.
you can't get in the pool like that, sir.
No.
We can't allow that, sir.
Hey, Trey, it's like, yeah. Hey, tell them a joke. Tell them a joke.
What?
That's not
Goddamn, why you always want me to say something on the random?
that was the joke. It was funny. That was the whole joke. That's why
She'll put you on the spot though. You be ready because she will put you on the spot to be like, "Hey Trey, sing something real quick." What? I just smoked 3 cigarettes. I ain't trying to do all that right now.
That's what Mr. Bennett come in. Ooh. So that's gonna be a funny bit. Oh
no,
yeah.
I wasn't talking about her. Her put me on the spot or whatever. I'm talking about, you know, when you said the comedian's 25, and she said your date pays the full price. I'm like, I'm telling the date. I'm telling the date. Tell them a joke. Tell them you're a comedian. Tell them you're a joke.
Okay, roll like that.
That's like Golden Corral saying, "Hey, son,
why did the chicken cross the road?"
Son, you're
Nah,
14.
25. Go ahead. Nah, you gotta pay your full admission.
Play with it, but don't play with it.
Nah, you're not a comedian. Go ahead and pay your $65.
And if you come at the comedy kickback, we're having a comedy kickback, which is free for the comedians. That's on August the 3rd. So her first poolside event is July 26th. July 26th, next Saturday. Not this Saturday coming up, but the very next Saturday, July 26th is the poolside event. August the 3rd is the comedy kickback for the comedians. You know, get on the RSVP list. See Patrice DeVoe. I think I'm saying her name, Patrice DeVoe, or the Gwen Factor comedians. And then in August the 23rd is the last poolside party for the year. John. And then right after the poolside party, it's our event. I'm gonna be busy that weekend. After the poolside party, it's the book forum in Baltimore. So but I'll be ready. I'll be on Brighton. I'll be ready to rise and shine for all the occasions, because all of these occasions is leading up to what? September the 12th, in which we're going to get down with the get down, and September the 12th leading up to September the 27th with DJ B Man, which leading up to October the 3rd.
That's what's up. Listen, the Deep Creek Bar and Grill, Val Got Jokes Productions. Cutting up in the Creek, hosted by L.A. Josh Preston. Starring Chow Bao, aka Bao Got Jokes, headlined by Jordan B. What happened?
I'm just saying featuring.
I don't know no more because I don't know you confused.
No, why you say it? Go ahead.
Nah, I don't know no more because I ain't get to it. No. So you ain't let me even say it or nothing. So you go ahead and tell everybody that you'll be there.
I can't say it. I'm just hyping.
You can tell them that you'll be there though. You ain't gotta see it to tell them. Look at you lying. You ain't gotta see it to tell them that you about to be there.
I'm saying featuring
you, Althea McFarlane.
The Morning Max Show.
Althea McFarlane.
Althea McFarlane.
I couldn't even get to it. I couldn't even say the A letter or nothing. That's what's up, dog. You should be excited like that.
Pump it up. So I
Headline
am
of Jordan B.
excited for several reasons. I'm excited that we all will be there. I'm excited that talk about jokes. I'm excited that my brothers and stuff saying they're gonna pull up and show out. I'm excited about yes, I'm excited. Excited about all of that good stuff.
That's what's up, dog.
Yeah, my aunt just trying to figure out where the hell Cumberland is. And I'm like,
which aunt? Is it Aunt Flo?
Aunt Flo. I'm like, I don't know if you want to go. Yeah, she a Ruckus. That's Uncle Ruckus. I should call Aunt Ruckus.
Mm-hmm. What Matt say? He's All right.
Yeah. But y'all tune in tomorrow when it's Freaky Friday. And I'm keeping up with my time to 10:30 to 12:30. We stay on it. So with that being said, we got to bid you all a further adieu. But I love you guys. Come back tomorrow. Are we going to get David Green question?
You must be playing the music. I can't hear.
He gave us the topic, which is stop sending. What was it, David? Men with little Peters sending DPs.
Yeah. Stop sending them dick pics.
David said stop sending them, y'all. We're gonna find out why David saying stop.
Ain't nobody ever complain about no man with no six pack. They don't want to see no fat slob talking about, I got pictures for you. Nah. Nobody complains about that.
What's up? Now unless you
if you know you got a small junk and all, you want to surprise the chick. You want to
save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. Say that's the Freaky Friday.
I don't even hear the music.
Molly,
is it playing?
Wake up to the style in the morning cup.
There you go.
Oh, because I was gonna say that's not the track. That didn't sound like the original. I refreshed my phone, came back yesterday. I could hear it sometimes. I knew that wasn't the one. Somebody say Wicca. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.